Kevin, how are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay, who is this?
Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show. You ever heard of it?
Maybe. How did you get my number?
Well, I got your number from a listener of ours, actually. They emailed us about you.
What?
Yeah, there's somebody who listens to our show has been trying to get a hold of you, but you aren't calling them back, so they asked if we could get you on the phone and find out why you're not calling. Her name is Caroline. And you guys recently went out on a date.
Yeah.
Did you like Caroline?
She emailed you about...
Yeah, she liked you enough to actually email a radio show to get you on the phone and find out why you're not calling her back.
Oh,
That's a little bit of a compliment, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I really was hoping that she wouldn't call me back.
Oh, okay, so you don't want to get a hold of her.
No, I do not.
What was so bad about the date?
I got myself into something I was not prepared for.
Really?
I'm guessing...
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, we met on this dating website, and, like they say, too good to be true, and that was one of the worst 2 hours of my life.
Wait,
Why was it so bad?
the whole thing?
The whole thing, it did not start out on the right foot.
She did tell us how she put you in the headlock at the end of the date and forced you to kiss her.
Oh, that was not fun, but I was over it way before that.
Really? She swore that you kissed her back for like a long time.
To try to get her away, she was holding me.
You're like, all right, fine, I'll kiss you then. So, at what point were you over the date with her?
I was on the date the first 10 minutes, I think.
How could you be over a date in the first 10 minutes? That means that you're not even giving somebody a chance.
No, well, we were going over the menu, and the whole time she's talking about how it's her cheat night and how she's trying to get her macros and micros. She just, every single item on the menu, she's talking about it. Value.
Yeah.
And she goes into her bag and whips out this, little blue pill. And she hands it to me. And I go, what is this? And she says,
She's just glad they're not messing with her.
A suppository probiotic.
For her or for you?
for me.
She wanted you to take a suppository?
I've known this girl for 11
Trying to listen to a date update,
Gives me a pill and tells me to shove it up my...
the radio show. But I don't want to get a copyright strike, so I'm going to keep on giggling and talking a little bit here and there so that I don't, and I can still listen to this, and you can too.
She's like, here, try it. It's really good for you. And I'm like, no, thank you. So after I finally made it clear that I wasn't going to take it, she says, well, excuse me, I have to go to the bathroom to take mine. So she leaves, goes to the bathroom. I'm sitting there wondering if she's being serious, and comes back saying, oh, it's so much better. I feel so much better now. Let's eat. Let's have a fun date.
Describe that exchange to me again. It's one of the weirdest things I've ever heard.
She hands me this pill, and she goes, do you know what this is? And I said, no, I don't know what it is. And she goes, oh, it's a probiotic, specially designed to help promote healthy colon ecology.
Aww. They're all up for adoption. You live in the state of Washington? Get a hold of me here on YouTube or
That's Caroline.
Facebook, Michelle Crawford.
On the other line. Caroline, you were supposed to wait
And tell me
until I
what's
called you
going
for
on.
conversation.
These are emotional support kittens. They are not for sale. They are free.
Oh, my God, really?
I was nice enough. First of all, the hair stuff, I mean, that's expensive stuff, okay?
I'm just going to tell the story since I'm on here live anyway. I might as well, right? While they're playing.
Share my knowledge and teach
So,
what I know. And
in 2023, those of you who don't know, my name is Michelle. Xperience 9847 is my channel. April 30th of 2023, my youngest child tragically passed away. At the time she passed away, I was very, very ill. I didn't think I was going to live another 3 months at that time. Extremely ill. I weighed 80 pounds. Was living alone. Trying to mourn my daughter alone. it kind of tore our family apart a little bit at the beginning, and so
all of the things I was talking about.
none of us were really, none of my kids and I were really
In the first place.
talking or hanging out. It was a really sad time. And one day I asked my son to walk to the store with me, and I had been trying to find a kitten for a long time, even before she passed away. I was feeling like I needed that. I needed an emotional support kitten, and I couldn't find one anywhere. Not for free anyway. Remember, you could find a kitten for free? Yeah, good luck with that now. Nope, everybody wants an adoption fee. What is that? What kind of adoption fee are you talking about? Now, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be asking for donations, small ones even, just to get my female fixed. I don't want her to go through this again. That's the only reason. But so back to my story. So me and my son, we get along just fine, but this was a very, very tender time in our lives. Him and his sister were like twins. They were very, very close. It just affected him greatly. Not that it didn't affect me greatly, but so it was really hard for us to be around each other for a while. But he was doing his sonly obligation and walking me to the store. So here he is, he's walking me to the store, and we're on our way back, and I had to tell him. I said, son, I got to talk to you. And he's like, what's going on, Mom? And I said, son, I'm sad, son. I said, I'm sad in my soul, son. I said, I'm scared. I'm that sad. I said, and I can't take it anymore. I said, you don't want to come over and hang out with me? I said, Anthony, I'm lonely. I'm so alone right now. I don't know. It's starting to really make me nervous at how sad I am. I didn't even know I could be this sad. Please help me.
Caroline, maybe in the future, just take it easy on the suppositories.
So, bottom line,
20 minutes.
so he didn't have to start entertaining me and being around me all the time. Tell you what, wasn't even 24 hours. I got a phone call.
You do you.
My son said, Mom, are you at home? Like I'm anywhere else. I'm bedridden at this point. He said, Mom, I got you a kitten. And you want to know what my stupid BUTT said? Oh my God, I don't want a kitten. What are you talking about? You got a kitten? Can't take a kitten. But I stopped myself immediately. Not only had I asked him to find me one just the day before, but I really needed that kitten. I just told him, I said, son, I just don't have anything for it. I don't have any litter. I don't have any money. I don't have any food. I don't know how I'm going to take care of it. And he said, don't worry about it, Mom. I got you. Let me tell you what. If it wasn't for that young man and that beautiful cat that looked exactly like this black and white one, he still does. He's outside, though. The cat looked just like that, brought him to my house, and the cat hated me. Didn't want anything to do with me at all. She was just a little bit bigger than these kittens. And it just devastated me, so I just didn't like him all. I called my son. I said, listen, son, you need to come take this cat, take it home, or I need you to come spend the night with me so get this cat used to me, because it really liked my son. I still wasn't really in love with this cat yet, but, oh, we're using the litter box, not trying to show that on YouTube. But, even though, I forgot what I was going to say, ha ha ha, it's Saturday night. Anyway, so, here's this little kitten, right, doesn't like me very much. I got my son to spend the night with me, and all of a sudden, so the kitten kind of likes me. It's coming around me a little bit. Well, I had been using a box, cardboard box with rice in it for litter, because I didn't have any litter or litter box. Well, my son, like I said, he got everything I needed, went and got this litter box. So I'm still not liking this kitten. I wasn't liking him at all. He was just a little stinker butt. Didn't like me either. And tell the litter box. So I'm sitting there and I'm watching this little kitten, right, that my son got me because I wanted to die because my daughter died, and I was sad. And here's my new little kitten who looked just like this one. Introduced to his litter box for the first time at my house. I'm going to tell you what. Talk about fall in love with a kitten. Oh my God, he was only about this size of these little kittens. And he hopped himself. Hop, 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 hop. Hopped himself into his litter box, and then hop, 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 hopped while he went to the bathroom. And hop, 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 hopped as he's covering it up. And just watching the happiness in that cat, just seeing how joyful he was, and just how wonderful he was with himself and everything else in his world right at that moment, it just melted my heart. And I fell in love.
You know what? I was waiting
That was
and waiting
a year and a half ago.
and he wasn't going for it.
About 2 weeks later, my daughter's cat, her kittens were ready to come home, and that's when I got her. My cats' names are Cinderella and Prince Charming,
Yes, I did.
my male and female.
You think that could be the reason he's not calling you back?
He was like,
Because of how wonderful my kittens were
turned him off.
as kittens.
To be honest with you,
They were very smart, and they were very, very, very intuitive to me, which, if you're looking for an emotional support animal, not every animal can be an emotional support animal. They're just not built like that, right? But I knew that these two cats had the capability of creating some pretty amazing little kittens. And so I told myself that I'm going to allow my female to have one litter. These kittens are going to be adopted out to people who need an emotional support animal. I've done everything I can to make sure that these animals are going to be as loving and as friendly to anybody as they possibly can be. They're going to be completely trained, and that's just a couple more weeks. They're doing really, really well. They're going to be cuddly. They're going to be they're just going to be really in tune with humans, because I've been there since